Welcome back to the Armchair Meddler, where I review news videos, usually of a sensational nature, and I give you my opinion. Even though you asked for my opinion, that's what makes me the Armchair Meddler. So let's see, what do we have? MPD, forensic scientists shooting surveillance footage released showing ambush attack. Okay. So I want to remind you that I have not seen this video, so I have no idea what to expect, but by the title, it does sound interesting. So before we get started, please make sure you are subscribed and press that like button. So let's not delay, let's get into this video.
Our other top story tonight, newly released surveillance video and other trial evidence capturing the attempted murder of Minneapolis Police Department forensic scientist Nicole Ford.
Now, you may remember the shooting last year. The woman's ex sentenced to 18 years in prison for the murderous plot. The motive, a bitter custody dispute. Let's bring in Paul Bloom for a look at the case file. And Paul, some of the evidence here, kind of hard to watch.
Karen Beasley, this was a terrifying ambush-style attack outside of what should have been a safe place for Nicole Ford. There she is, jacket, baseball cap, leaving frame. She was going inside a supervised parenting center.
Shoot. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that suspect came running up with a gun. I'm going to rewind that. But yeah, it looks like that woman, it looks like she's looking down at her cell phone as she walks. And then the suspect comes running up with a gun. Let me play that. Actually, you can see the suspect to the right near the top of the screen by that red car. But let me replay that for you.
Jacket, baseball cap, leaving frame. She was going inside a supervised parenting.
You know what? My question is, the way that person was running and the outline of their body, maybe I'm wrong, but the person with the gun, was that a female? I'm not sure. Was that a female? It looked like it could have been a female to me.
Center. You'll see in the video the hooded and masked attacker sprinting up on her, opening fire. The separate camera angle here capturing the whole encounter from across the street. Ford there shot in the neck and could barely talk when she called 911.
Yeah, so I'm looking, that is the suspect running away, and I can nearly say with 100% accuracy that that is a female. Once again, I have not watched this video, so I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but you just look at the gait of this person and the outline of their body. I'm going to show that again. That looks like a female.
Neck and could barely talk when she called 911.
911, what is the address of the emergency? What is the address of the emergency?
You can hear Nicole Ford just trying to breathe, telling the emergency dispatcher she's been shot. Authorities piecing together the attempt on Ford's life through surveillance video outside the Family Wise Parenting Center. Nicole is going to get out of her red SUV here to head towards the entrance when a hooded armed suspect sprints towards her. And you can see the suspect begin to pull up, to shoot as they exit the frame. We jump now to the next camera from across the street, push in on the terrifying encounter, the suspect firing several rounds. Ford was struck in the neck before scrambling away to safety, the suspect fleeing in the opposite direction. A jury convicted Ford's one-time partner, Timothy Amaker, of aiding and abetting attempted first-degree murder. The pair had been fighting over custody of a young son. Amaker was subsequently sentenced to 18 years in prison. His then-girlfriend, Colleen Larson, has admitted she was the shooter.
Aha, I knew it. I knew it was a female. Okay. There's that term, and it's offensive to some. You run like a girl. You know, there is some truth to that, okay? When you're talking about somebody who's not an athlete, unless a girl is an athlete, usually there is a particular way that they run. But yeah, some people might find that offensive, but I could see right off the bat that was a female, both by the outline of their body, the shape of their body, and their gait, the way that they ran.
Amaker wanted Nicole out of the picture, blaming Amaker for setting the entire plot in motion. As for Nicole, doctors thought at one point she would never be able to speak again, but after a miraculous recovery, spoke about the ordeal in a Hennepin County courtroom.
Every morning, I wake up and I am reminded by the visible scars on my body that mark the many violent and terrifying experiences which led me to fighting for my life this last April.
And Colleen Larson here decided not to go to trial and has pleaded guilty to the very same attempted murder charges as Amaker. She's currently free on a $300,000 bond over an objection from the state. Prosecutors wanted her in jail until sentencing. She'll be formally sentenced coming up next month. Paul Bloom.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out why this woman, I guess she's involved with the defendant, but why did she attempt to murder this other woman? It sounded like that the male defendant and the female who's the mother of the child, it sounded like they're broken up. So why is this female, the suspect, why is she going after the mother of the child of the old boyfriend, who is now, I guess, convicted of this crime also? I don't understand why she did this. She basically has thrown her life away over nothing. But I just want to say thank God that lady, that she survived and that she's able to speak, because they said she could have possibly lost her voice. But it's a shame that she has to have those scars, listening to her tearful testimony. That was tough. And then also when she was talking on the phone, that was, man, she was shot in the throat. So I imagine the reason why her voice sounded that way, she was probably gargling blood at the time. But man, this was brutal. I just don't understand why this whole situation had to escalate to the way that it did, to that level of brutality. Man. But yeah, it said this man was in a custody battle with his ex-girlfriend. I guess it was. I don't think they were married. But it's like, guess what? Now you're never going to see your kid again. Okay, at least for a good 18 years, I think that's what they said he got sentenced to. And then once he gets out, the kid probably ain't going to want to see him. The kid's going to be an adult. That kid isn't going to want to see their father. So yeah, I don't get this whole thing. But anyhow, I've talked enough. Once again, I'm the Armchair Meddler. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Also press the like button on this video. More videos coming soon.